guys, my name is Keely and welcome to my very first YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a Goldendoodle puppy haul. I am bringing home a chocolate Goldendoodle puppy in 12 days. And every time I post content about him on my Instagram page, I get all kinds of messages and so many questions. So I have laid out everything that I have gotten for him so far, and I'm gonna go through this video and kind of tell you about each little item, where it's from, what I'm gonna be using it for, that sort of thing. So if you are interested in any puppy content and hauls and shopping in general, stay tuned because that's what we're gonna be doing in this. Okay, so let's just start off with the most basic thing first. Puppy food. This is the Wellness Complete Health puppy food. It is chicken, and I'm not a huge fan of chicken dog food. Chicken is like the most common things that dogs can be allergic to, but that is the only thing my pet store had when I went to pick up the food. So we'll do chicken at first, and hopefully he won't have any issues with that, but there's a good chance I'll be transitioning away from chicken in the future. I'll just start off with this box first. This is his little harness for his first couple days. I'm hoping I got the right size. It's so hard when a puppy's coming home because a dog that's gonna be big grows so quick and it's just hard to tell. But I got this off Amazon. It is just a baby blue color, just a step-in Velcro and then buckle harness. Like I said, got this off Amazon. It's a Voyager brand. This color was called baby blue. You can probably hear my other dogs in the back. And then I'll talk about his big boy harness next. That's this Rough Wear High and Light harness. I got orange. If you know the brand Rough Wear, you know that they don't have lots of colors to choose from. I did want, I think it was blue. It was kind of a blue similar to this, but they were sold out. So this is the size small, and it's actually tightened up all the way, so it will even go bigger than this. So their sizes are a little weird too. Hey Nala. Their sizes are a little weird, so he'll be able to wear this for a good little bit. He's not gonna be wearing any kind of collar, so harness only, and I really like Rough Wear. They're durable and you can wash these. But I ordered this first, and when it came in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is way too big for when he comes home. And then that's why I got this one. This one was $10 on Amazon. If you follow my Instagram, I will link that down below. If you're looking for an Instagram with all kinds of dog content, follow me. But if you already follow me on there, you heard me talk about this. My favorite Amazon hack is to always look at the used option. This harness was like $18, and I did the new and used buying option on Amazon and got it for $10. It said that there was gonna be like some small imperfections on the top, but it's literally brand new, and I got it for $8 off. So always check the used option on Amazon. And then I did get the Rough Wear harness on Amazon too. A lot of this stuff I think I ordered off Amazon. But this is the Rough Wear, and it is around $35 or $40, I think. Their brand is a little bit more pricey, but they're very durable. All right, and I swore whenever we decided on getting this puppy that I was not going to buy any dog toys. But of course, I've picked him up a few things here and there, but I have not gone crazy because we have plenty of toys for the girls that he can play with. But I was at Target a couple weeks ago, and Target did a collaboration with Levi's, and I could just not pass up this little Denim Bone. It is so cute. Denim on this side, Sherpa on this side, and has a little rope. What puppies don't love ropes? And I just thought this was cute, even for like a photo op or something. So I got that. This is probably the most expensive toy he has, and I think it was only like $8. Next is this little Go Dog. I love this brand of dog toy for plush toys. They're pretty durable. Unless your dog's like a super chewer, they're pretty durable. I already cut all the tags off because you don't want your puppy chewing on tags, but I just thought this little green dinosaur, was adorable. Next is this little just rope, little ball. It's from the dollar store actually. Nothing special. It does feel really durable though. So hopefully those little puppy teeth will like this. Next is this just little fabric bone. It does have a little squeaker in there. Just green and blue. The reason I didn't end up picking up some stuff is because a lot of the girls' toys look like girls, and I know that doesn't matter, but I wanted him to have some masculine things, so this is also from the dollar store. sticking with the whole dollar store trend, they also had this rubber teether toy, which I picked up 2 just to have Nala like test it out because she's our big dog. And she's not an aggressive chewer or anything, but she like nibbled on this. I put some peanut butter on it just to entice her to chew on it. And she chewed on this for like 30 minutes and it didn't, excuse me, Mabel. It didn't mess up and these little spikes didn't come off or anything. So I was pleasantly surprised by the things I picked up at Dollar Tree. And his little puppy gums. I'll probably freeze this and he'll really enjoy that. Next and I'm just a sucker for like stuff that's little for puppies. This is the Denim Bone puppy pack. I think this was the bacon flavor. It's the little wishbone and then this little teether thing. Denim Bone did a couple years ago, or maybe not even that long ago, had a situation arise where one of the bigger ones of these, a dog got their jaw like stuck in here. So they have resized all of their stuff. And this is not accurate. I mean, this is the puppy one, obviously, but even the bigger size, they have made this area smaller where hopefully that's not an issue anymore. So, and I have heard some people say like when their dog gets to really chewing on these, they break off big pieces and swallow them. The girls have had plenty of these and never had any of that issue. So just, you know, think about what's gonna be best for you and your dog. If your dog is a super chewer and chews through literally anything, can I help you? Chews through literally anything, then maybe these aren't the best, but for a little puppy, I mean, they're pretty harmless. Okay, and then another little teether thing. Oh, and I got these at Pet Supermarket. So moving on to the next little thing, these came in a set together. They're Dog Whisperer brand. They're from Home Goods, actually. They're just little rubber chews. These are some other things I'll probably like pop in the freezer. Just little chewy things that'll make his gums feel better. I will say that these are a little softer than this. So these will probably be like for the first couple weeks, and this will be something he'll like graduate to when maybe he's like losing his teeth. All right, next, Mabel, she's already harassing me because she thinks all this stuff up here is for her. That's why she's whining. And this next thing I'm gonna have to hide from her. This is a little lamb chop. Mabel has a lamb chop that she's obsessed with. She's currently wagging her tail because she just saw it, so I'm gonna go ahead and hide that. That is a little lamb chop toy. I think they're just so cute. They're a little plush. You can get them on Amazon, and they always have them at TJ Maxx too. Mabel has gone through several that she loves. She always chews holes in them, and we replace it, and she has just taken up with these little lammies more than any other toy ever. And we're really sentimental about stuff, and when she came home from the hospital in January, I'd gotten this for her as like a little come home present with another bear and a bed, and she just has stuck with this little lammy through her little IMHA journey. If you're interested in learning more about her condition and what she kind of went through, that is on my Instagram as well, saved in my highlights. And like I said, I'll link my Instagram down below. So I thought it would just be cute if the puppy liked a little lammy. Nala does not care for stuffed animals at all, so she definitely doesn't care about this. But okay, next, just a plain tennis ball. Oops. Well, it might be theirs now. I was gonna say what puppy doesn't love a tennis ball, but they might take over it. Nala ran right over here and it's in her mouth. Next is this cute little feeder toy. It is a little hippopotamus. It is so cute and rubber, and you just pop little pieces of kibble out in there or treats if you want, and they roll it around to get it out. Going off that same idea, and this is from Amazon. Going off that same idea, this is one of those same things. It's just a little rubber thing. This one I'll introduce first because, as you can tell, the hole in this one is bigger than this one. So this one will be a lot easier for like introducing him to enrichment feeding type things, like mental stimulation type stuff, and then he'll graduate to this one. This one is from PetSmart. All right, and then last thing in my little bin here, this is just one of the Yaki chews, the Himalayan cheese chews. Whenever we get him, I will be doing school fully online from home downstairs in my office. It's only for 4 hours at a time, so I only have to have him occupied for 4 hours at a time, but this is one of the things that I got that hopefully will keep him occupied while I'm doing school. All right, so let let me put all that back in there. Okay, I got all that stuff packed up. So moving on to the next thing. As you can see, I have a lot of blankets up here. I have this little blanket from Walmart, and then these two are from CVS. I've already washed them and rolled them up in this bin, so I'm not gonna take them out. But I just love blankets for puppies because, you know, they have accidents, they get dirty, and they're just really easy to wash, a lot easier than washing a bed. So I did it with Mabel. She had a lot of blankets when she was little, and that way if she had an accident, I could just throw the blanket in the wash, get out a clean one, and not have to wait for like her bed to dry or something like that. So that's why I have all these blankets up here. And then this I just stuck down in here random. This is a long training lead. This is 20 foot. So basically anytime he is in the house and he is not either in his crate or his playpen, he will be hooked up to this long lead. So pretty much anywhere he is in the house, this long lead will be where I am. So he's not really out of my sight or getting into things that he shouldn't. This was from Amazon and it was $7. These blankets from CVS, they were on sale around Christmas time. I picked these up a while back. They were like 2 for $6, I think. So they were $3. And then this one from Walmart is $4. And the one from Walmart is like insanely soft actually. And then moving on to the same kind of deal with the blankets, I posted about this on my Instagram story yesterday. So like I said, if you follow me, you've probably already seen some of this stuff, but this is just a cotton yoga towel that I ordered from, or blanket that I ordered from Five Below. That is my latest obsession. I've always heard of Five Below and I've seen them on TikTok, people talking about how they find the coolest stuff there and it's like $5. And I've never been to one. There's not any near where I live. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if they have a website. And they did, and there was so much awesome stuff on there. So I ordered Mabel a bed, and then I ordered this, just a throw. It's really cute. Like, I was really surprised. I've already washed it and everything. It has a cute tassel detail. It's just striped gray, black, and white. And I'll just take this, like when we go somewhere, if we go somewhere and sit outside, for him to lay on, or like if we go to a park or something to sit on, anything like that. I just thought it would be good to have like a cheap blanket that, and it's gonna be summer, so you know, I didn't want to use like one of these fleece blankets to like travel with. It will be kind of hot, so I just got this cotton throw that will be easy to throw on the ground and throw in the wash when we get home if we need to, that sort of thing. I love going out to eat, like, and eating outside and taking my dogs, so that's kind of why I got that. And then moving on to, oh, this is my most favorite thing, and unfortunately this is not available for purchase at the moment. This is a hand knit dog bed. It's kind of the same concept as like the chunky blankets. It's that same material, but a company called Boho Pups made some dog beds and they were limited edition. So they don't make them anymore, but they do make really cute harnesses and like poop bags. If you want to check them out, it's called Boho Pups. They're on Instagram. But whenever she made these beds, this was around, gosh, like September last year, I got this little bed and I have just been dying to use it. I cannot wait. It is so cute. Just a little puppy laying in here is gonna be so adorable. I hope he loves it. And I will say I have washed this and it's held up like amazing. Oh yeah, little tag down here, Boho Pups. I think this was around like $30 or $40. If you know, those chunky knit blankets are expensive because it's all kind of done by hand. And this is really well stitched, like it's really tight. So this, I'm just so surprised by this, and I have washed it actually and just let it air dry, and it is still in great shape. I really hope she brings these back. All right, next I'll just show you guys the leash. This is actually a leash we've already had. These are my favorite leashes. It is a biothane leash. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. They're kind of like the fad right now. Waterproof. They can easily be wiped off. Everybody likes them for that reason. You can get them in water, whatever. They're playing with that tennis ball now. And they're just easily cleaned off. This is a 4-foot lead. When you have a young puppy, it doesn't need to be going far from you if you're on a walk or something. So that's why it's only 4 feet. This is just yellow and gray. I've been thinking about ordering him a different one to match his red harness. I mean, the orange harness. Speaking of, the color on that says sockeye red, but it's definitely orange. Anyways, this doesn't really match, and technically Nolly uses this some, so I want to get him his own, but I feel like I just have too much stuff, so. Mabel. And another thing, of course, that I've just picked up over time, these two little shirts. They're both from Ross, but they're the Mabel. She's wanting Nala to give her that ball so bad. They are the ED by Ellen DeGeneres brand, but like I said, I picked them up at Ross. They were $3.99, so like, why would I not? Even if he just wears them for like 2 seconds for a picture. This one's so cute. It's like a little collared shirt, like a little beach print. And this has a shark on it. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with sharks. If you don't know me, now you know. All right, and also training. I could talk for 10 years about training. Training with him will start from the day he comes home. Literally the instant I put him in the car, we'll start like enforcing rules, that sort of thing, creating boundaries. But these are the little training treats I've picked up. More than likely, he'll just be training for his kibble most of the time. But these are the Zooks Mini Naturals. These are actually from Christmas time. They were buy one, get one free at Pet Supermarket. So I picked up like a bunch of these bags, and the girls have eaten all the other ones. I was like, I've got to save at least one bag for the puppy because they're really small. So they're less than 3 calories per treat. So that's why they're going to be good for training. But they are still in date. I did check that when I was like, I'm stocking up on these. I wanted to make sure they would be in date for a while. So they are still in date, but I'm trying to remember what flavor they even are. Oh, turkey and cranberry. So, and they're Christmas trees, but whatever. But like I said, he'll mainly just be like working and training for his kibble. That's why I don't have like a bunch of treats up here, because it'll mainly just be for his kibble. That's also another reason why I don't have a dog bowl. We'll be doing mainly like hand feeding, or he'll be like eating on the go, like when we're, you know, practicing sit or down or stay or whatever. He'll be eating out of my hand. And when he's not eating out of my hand, it'll be from one of those like enrichment feeders or something like that, or like one of the slow feeders that I have for the girls. All right, so next, and I guess the last thing is grooming. I've never had a Goldendoodle, but everyone says they're so hard to groom, or like keeping their coat up is like hard work. And both of my girls have pretty low maintenance coats, especially Nala. We don't have to do anything with hers. I do have to brush Mabel occasionally, but she is very spoiled and our groomer loves her a lot. So you wanna come tell him? You wanna come tell him? Her groomer grooms her every 4 weeks, so I don't have to do a lot. But with the Goldendoodle, I know you have to brush them every day. So this is the brush I'll be using. It's double-sided. This is the soft bristle. This is obviously the harder bristle. You know, we'll see what side works best when he's here. Next is this little Zoom Groom. I love this. I have a bigger one for Nala. This is the smaller one. I don't have to use anything like this on Mabel because her coat is very thin. But I did go pick this up for the puppy once I figured out we were getting a Goldendoodle. Of course, the small size is purple, but whatever. This is just like rubber bristles, and it works so good on Nala if you like if you get this wet and they're already wet, and like squeeze the shampoo on there and like scrub them. It really pulls out any like knots or like loose hair or anything like that. It works great for Nala because she's a shedding dog, so this pulls out so much loose hair, and it is literally amazing. So I'm hoping it'll kind of work through like any knots the puppy will have or anything. Based off the pictures I've seen and just his parents, I think he's gonna be pretty curly, and I know that requires more maintenance. So I'm hoping this will kind of help like with the curls too. If you have a Goldendoodle, or you know somebody with a Goldendoodle, and you know this either has or hasn't worked for them, let me know. I would imagine it couldn't hurt anything. So we'll see. It also doesn't pull. Okay. I was worried about using it on Nala. I was like, I don't want this like pull her hair, but I've actually like done it on my own hair, and it doesn't pull. So I'm not worried about it like hurting him or anything. And then lastly, I'll talk about the shampoo. I also posted these on my Instagram last week, if you follow me there. This is the Scouts Honor. It's probiotic shampoo and conditioner. I was searching for a new brand. We used to use BioSilk. You know, they make human products. I was using that on Mabel and Nala, and I really liked it, but it was heavily scented, and I noticed they would scratch a lot after I gave them a bath here, and when they would go to the groomer, and then they wouldn't scratch as much. So I asked the groomer kind of what she used, and our groomer uses this Scouts Honor. So I went and got this. I bought this from Pet Supermarket. I will say it's kind of pricey. Like this bottle, it's, how big is it? 16 fluid ounces. I think it was like $20. But I will say, well, I was gonna say a little bit goes a long way. For Mabel, it did. For Nala, it took a lot. So, I mean, I've only used it once on each of the girls and it's already down to right here. But Nala is big and has a lot of hair and it's really thick. But on Mabel, it lathered up really good and went really far. On Nala, I kind of had to use more, and it may have been because I was using this brush. I don't know, but it's worth it to use this brush if you have to use more product or whatever. But like I said, the other one was really heavily scented, and this has a pretty good scent to it, but they have not scratched at all since I used it. And I guess it's because it's the probiotic and it has avocado oil, which I would assume is really soothing. And it says it naturally relieves and prevents itching. So also, as well as odor, hot spots, and shedding. So it's 98.5% natural. And this scent is Dog of the Woods. It literally smells, oh my gosh, I could just sniff it all day. I can't even describe like what it smells like, but amazing. And then I also got, when I was picking that up, I also liked it too because it had shampoo and conditioner. We've noticed before I use this, if I would add, I was using the Burt's Bees conditioner on Nala, and that would help her dry skin and like itching tremendously. So this really sold me that it was shampoo and conditioner all in one. So then I also just picked up the deodorizer that went with that. I got the same scent, Dog of the Woods, and then I also got this honeysuckle one because, I mean, the smell is just, oh my God, so good. It smells really strong when you like sniff it. When you spray it on them, it's like a very faint smell, and it smells so good. This is also, it's kind of the same thing. It says naturally relieves and prevents itching, odor, hot spots, and shedding. So Nala came home from the groomer today, and I immediately sprayed this one on her because it smells so good, and you know, I just want her skin to be healthier. She has naturally really dry skin, and she gets avocado oil every day, and she eats a lot of fish stuff. So we have seen improvements in her skin like over a long period of time, definitely using the coconut oil. When the place I ordered my coconut oil from was out for like a month or so, and I had done a lot of research on like a good company that a bunch of people recommended for dogs. So when they were sold out, I was like, I'm just gonna wait till they restock to order more. And our groomer could actually tell a difference that she had been off of it. So that is something we're really adamant about with Nala, is keeping her on that coconut oil. And then actually I've noticed since spraying this on her, she does not itch at all with this either. So I don't know if it's from the shampoo helping or this helping, but this, I like how this is a daily use. And it's the same function as the shampoo, but you're not having to give them a bath. And the smell is just a plus. And the smell actually lingers on their coat for a while. Stuff on Nala, I could literally spray her with my YSL perfume, and in 5 minutes you won't be able to smell it on her anymore. Like, scent just goes off her coat so quick. But this I can actually smell on her, and I just want to sniff her all the time. It smells so good. So if you're looking for a good shampoo and like spray, I really recommend checking out the Scouts Honor. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I got it at Pet Supermarket. Also, if you shop at Pet Supermarket, or if you don't, you should start, because, you know, if buying dog food, we always have a big dog, so we buy like a big bag. After buying like 2 bags of dog food, they give you a $10 coupon. And I actually went yesterday, I had some stuff to pick up, and I had a $10 coupon, and it was like, they're like, it doesn't expire till September, and you can just like save them up and use them, you know, however many rewards you have. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna save it. So they have a really good rewards program if you'll just like sign up with your phone number. So start shopping at Pet Supermarket if you don't. They also have a lot of good like products. They carry a lot of brands that I like Stella and Chewy's, Primal, that sort of thing. So if you're looking for a good place to start shopping for your pet, you should check out Pet Supermarket. So I think that is everything for the puppy. I actually do have one more bed coming for him on Monday. It's something I saw advertised on Facebook from, this makes me crack up every time. It was advertised from Tractor Supply. And I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. It's wicker, and it's a box with like little handles, and it has a bed down in it, and it is just so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's got to have that. And I went on Tractor Supply to order it, and it was gonna be like whatever, $8 shipping. And I was like, you know what? I bet I can find this on Amazon. And sure enough, I did. And sure enough, they had a used option. The bed was $29.99, and the used option was $15.80. And it said, good condition, item will just come repackaged, which means it's brand new. The box was just damaged, and it's gonna come in a box that like isn't the brand. So literally half off, and it's brand new. So the only downfall to doing that sometimes is it does take a little bit longer to get here. Like if I would have ordered the brand new bed from Amazon, it would have been here today, and I ordered it yesterday. But since I did the used one, it's not gonna come till Monday, but like I literally saved like 15 bucks on it. So why wouldn't you do that? And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, if you're looking on a computer, it will be on the right side where it says like add to cart. Right below that will say, if it is an option, it'll say new and used from, and it'll have the price, and just click on that and it'll bring up like different buying options. If you're looking on your phone, same thing. It's kind of right under where you would press add to cart. Same on their app, and it will just say new and used and give you the price. Now there's sometimes it'll be on there like used, condition, good. You have to read the description because sometimes it'll say like it's chipped or whatever. It tells you a pretty good description every time. It's been really accurate, except for with the harness. Like it said, it was gonna have imperfections on the top of it, and I was fine with that because like I said, this is not like permanent. It's just gonna be like for till he can grow into the rough wear one. And I was like, well, it's fine if it's, you know, looks not perfect. It's not a big deal. But then it came and was literally perfect. So I feel like probably most of that stuff's in pretty good condition. Don't hold me to that, but I feel like it probably is. And you know, if you get something and it's not, send it back. Amazon's great about doing returns, but I think it is always worth it to check out that used option on Amazon because I saved $15 with the bed. But yeah, other than the bed, I don't think there's anything else for him. I've been like torn between getting him a name tag or not. I love his name, and excuse me, Mabel, do you love his name too? Do you love it too? I've been torn about getting him a name tag because like I said, he's not gonna be wearing a collar, and there is reason for that. I can talk about that in another video or maybe on my Instagram at some point. But there is a spot to connect a tag to the rough wear harness. So I've been thinking about getting him a tag. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, I maybe want to get him a different leash that matches his harness that's not yellow and gray. But other than that, I pretty much have everything. I'm so excited. He does have a crate already and a playpen, and those are downstairs in his room. I'm gonna be doing a room reveal. If you guys like this video and like me uploading to YouTube, then I will do another YouTube video for the room reveal. Previously, I've just been doing like IGTV videos, and people have liked that, but they're limited to 15 minutes. So I've been just filming with my camera and having to trim the video to fit their 15-minute requirement, and I've been having to cut a lot of stuff out. So I'm thinking I might gonna make the switch to YouTube platform, but we will just see how this video does. So if you like puppy content or just dog mom live content, that's kind of what I plan on posting. Just all kinds of stuff about my girls and the puppy and our house and stuff like that. I also make homemade dog food for Mabel. There's a health reason for that. If you're interested in that, I can make a video on that. That's just kind of the things I'll be posting like on this channel if you guys are more interested in watching a YouTube video versus IGTV. But if you do want to check out what I've posted on IGTV already, like I said, I'm going to link to my Instagram down below. It is at dogmomdiaries_, and then my personal is at Keely Lindler. So if you guys like this video, please hit subscribe. There may be more videos to come in the future, and press that like button, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon.